Welcome to Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking features delicious recipes and cooking tips from the Gulf Coast's finest chefs and restaurants. Watch as popular local chefs prepare their special dishes with natural gas. Coastal Cooking is brought to you by Pensacola Energy, provider of clean, efficient natural gas.
My guest today is Executive Chef Thierry from the Hilton Garden Inn on Airport Boulevard right here in Pensacola. So good to have you back.
Thanks, Carmela. It's good to be back.
You have brought some of your special recipes.
We have. We're going to be doing 3 dishes today. The first one we're going to do is the Untraditional Shrimp Cocktail, which is from our dinner menu. And then we'll follow that up with our crispy salmon entree from our dinner menu as well. And then we'll finish off with a bruschetta that's on our catering menu.
It all sounds so good.
Thanks. You want to go ahead and get started on the shrimp?
Let's do it.
Well, let's do that first. First thing we're going to do is we're going to cook our shrimp from raw. And we're just going to get some water boiling. I kind of preheated it a little bit. And what we're going to do is we're going to add just a little flavor to the shrimp. We're going to do a little bit of malt vinegar. And then just a little bit of Old Bay seasoning, just to give it a little bit of flavor.
Malt vinegar.
Malt vinegar and Old Bay seasoning. And we're just gonna get that boiling just like that. And we'll take our shrimp. Now these are 2125 shrimp, and a lot of people go to the store and they see these shrimp and they have these numbers on them. They're not sure what they mean. What it means is a 2125 shrimp would be, there's between 21 and 25 shrimp per pound. So when you go to the store, obviously the larger the number gets, the smaller the shrimp get. I like the 21s because they're not quite a jumbo shrimp, but they're a good sized shrimp. I don't like using the very little shrimp, especially for this dish. Turn this heat up a little bit, and this is gonna boil for about 3 minutes. Shrimp doesn't take very long at all. You just, when your shrimp comes up raw, it's very clear, and you want it to basically turn white. And once we get that boiled, we'll continue with the next step. But while we're doing that, this shrimp cocktail, traditional shrimp cocktail is basically just your shrimp, cocktail sauce, and some lemon juice. Now we've adapted it a little bit. Ours actually has tomatoes added to it. It has avocado added to it, and lime and cilantro. It's probably one of our most popular appetizers on the menu that we have for dinner.
Great.
So while that's working, we're just gonna go ahead and take some tomato. And you don't need much, we're just gonna do 1 serving. So we'll just do a couple of slices of tomato, and what we wanna do is we're just gonna dice these up. And you could do like the size of your pinky nail.
Makes it easier to eat, doesn't it, that way?
Right. So we've got those diced up, and then we're gonna take our avocado. Now I've already taken these avocados, peeled them, took the pit out, and halved them. So all we're gonna do is the same thing. We're just gonna dice them up, just like this. And avocado is a little tricky when you buy it. You can buy it where it's unripe and it's really hard, and then you can buy them where they're way too ripe and they're just, when you open them up, they're very mushy. So you kind of want to get a feel for it when you're at the store. You grab that avocado, you want it to be firm but not hard. And then of course avocado, once you take it out, once you peel it and have it out, it's not going to last very long. So you really only want to use what you're going to use at that time, because it's not going to hold. It's going to brown really quick.
Is there a way to keep it from lasting a little longer, like wrapping it in saran?
There's tons of ways people say that you can preserve them. To me, there really isn't. There's nothing like a fresh avocado, you know. That's why I say only use what you're going to use at that time. I mean, you can put, lemon juice and stuff will help it a little bit, but it's going to change the flavor profile of it also.
I have found I like to get mine a little firmer and put it in a paper bag.
Yeah.
A brown paper bag, and let it just sit overnight or for a day.
And it'll be perfect.
Perfect.
It'll be perfect,
really is,
absolutely.
yeah.
So let's take a look at these shrimp. They're just about there right now. So all we're going to do is we're going to just take this pan and turn off the burner. There we go. And we're just gonna pour it right into this ice bath that I set up, and it's just ice. And the reason we're doing this is because shrimp, like I said, cooks really quick. It cooks in 3 minutes or less. But it also overcooks really easily. And you don't want to overcook shrimp because they become very rubbery and just they're not nearly as tasty. So we're gonna let those into ice. We're gonna cool them down. We need them cold for this dish anyway. And let me go ahead and pull these over here. All right, and now we're gonna begin to build our shrimp cocktail. So we're gonna have a martini glass. Obviously, you can, at home, you can put it in anything you like. The martini glass, it's a nice presentation. People sit at the bar and have a drink and enjoy the shrimp cocktail. This is one of our most popular dishes that we have. So we're basically gonna layer everything in. So what I like to do is I like to start with a little bit of tomato. We'll just put it right in the bottom, and then we'll take a little avocado, put it right on top. And then we've got a cocktail sauce. This is a homemade cocktail sauce. Cocktail sauce is very easy to make. You can you do chili sauce. Some people use ketchup as a base. Horseradish, lemon juice. Some people use lime juice. Or you can just go the easy route and go to the store and buy some cocktail sauce if you want to do that. There's plenty of good ones out there.
And doctor it up.
And doctor it up a little bit, absolutely. So we're going to just put a little drizzle of cocktail in there. And then we're going to go ahead and take some of these shrimp, which are nice and cold now. They don't take long to cool off, so you don't need to sit around and wait. I mean, you can and have a glass of wine or something, but we're gonna put a couple of those in there, and then we're just gonna repeat the step. We're gonna put some more tomato, just like this, some more avocado, and then I usually
favorite ingredients.
We do 8 shrimp on this cocktail. It's an appetizer, so you don't want it to be super filling, but you want to have a good amount of shrimp in there. That's obviously your main ingredients. So we'll put a few more in there like this, and again, a little cocktail sauce.
Look how beautiful this is.
Just a few drizzles, and
keep going.
Some more tomato. Yep, just layering it in. Some more avocados. And the avocado just gives it a totally different flavor profile than a traditional shrimp cocktail does. And last but not least, these 3 little guys need a home. So we'll get those on there.
That's a lot of shrimp cocktail.
It is. It's a nice quantity of shrimp. And we're just going to finish off with a few more tomatoes. These last few pieces of avocado here. Get this out of the way. All right, and then we're going to finish it. We're just going to take a lime, and we're going to cut a couple of wedges out of it. Real quick like that. And we're going to stand those up just like this. And this is tricky sometimes. I got lucky. Look at that. And then to finish it off, we're going to get some nice fresh cilantro.
Oh, yes.
It's obviously, a favorite herb in Mexican dishes and stuff like that. It's got a totally different flavor. You can use parsley if you want, but the cilantro gives it a whole new flavor to it. And we're just going to siphon out a little bit of that and put it right on top. And there we go. This is your shrimp cocktail.
Untraditional
shrimp cocktail.
From the Hilton Garden Inn.
That's right, and this is on our dinner menu. 7 days a week, we're open 5 to 10. We are open to the public, guests, the public. We invite anybody to come and join us. We just started a happy hour I want to talk about.
Oh.
It's a really cool thing. We're doing a happy hour from 5 to 7, 7 days a week, and the discounts are really great. It's $2 draft beers, $3 wines, $3 well drinks from 5 to 7 p.m. So that's a new thing we're doing. And again, that's open to the public. Anybody that wants to come in and have a drink and enjoy a shrimp cocktail.
Absolutely.
Come right over, and we will be glad to take care of you.
And all the other wonderful things on your menu.
Yes, we do have quite a few things. I remember the ribs I did last time. We still have those on the menu
goodness.
as well.
Melt in your mouth ribs.
Yeah, we still sell a bunch of those, and we still have them on the menu. And we've got a lot of different options. We've got steaks, we've got fresh fish. We source all of our seafood from Maria Seafood down on Cervini, so thank you guys. The shrimp came from there as well. They do a really great job. Our produce comes local out of Foley, Alabama. So we try to source as much local as possible.
That's
even though we're a hotel, we try to kind of step it up a little bit.
Support our local vendors.
Support our local businesses and our community as well.
Wonderful.
So.
Well, we're going to take a commercial break right here.
All right.
We've got a great salmon dish coming up.
We do. We're going to do the crispy salmon next.
Sounds great.
All right.
Stay with us. You don't want to miss it. We'll be right back.
Natural gas homes are in demand. Here's what home builders have to say.
Our customers seem to like gas, and we pride ourselves in quality of production and quality in our houses, and using gas just helps us with that and helps us sell houses. Customers seem to like the convenience of gas logs in their fireplaces. Who likes carrying wood throughout their house and lighting a fire? And they really seem to like the convenience and being able to turn the switch on and have a fire.
Go blue and save green with natural gas from Pensacola Energy.
Heat pumps don't pump much heat. In fact, heat from an efficient natural gas heater can be 30% warmer, and you can get up to an $800 rebate when you install one. Warming up to natural gas yet? Learn more at PensacolaEnergy.com.
Our next dish is a special entree.
It is. It's our crispy salmon from our dinner menu. It's probably our most popular entree that we have in the restaurant. It's a salmon that we're going to glaze with a combination of a few ingredients we'll go over, and pan-sear it, finish it in the oven. We'll put some stuff with it to complete the dish and go from there.
Oh, I can't wait. Salmon's one of my favorites.
Salmon is delicious, and this is wild Atlantic salmon. Again, we buy it from Maria Seafood. So what we're going to do, I've already put a little vegetable oil. You want to use oil on fish rather than butter, because it's got a higher smoke point.
Okay.
So it's not going to burn as quick as butter will. So we're just going to get that heated up there. And this is a beautiful salmon fillet. It's a nice fresh salmon fillet. Now, when we do these, there's a skin side and there's the flesh side. We're going to do the flesh side first, and then we're going to turn it and do the skin side. This is a skin off. You can do it skin on if you like, skin on your fish. That's not a problem.
But always put the skin side down?
Do the flesh side first and then the skin side. If you're going to do a skin side, you do the skin first because you want to crisp up the skin.
Right.
But if there's no skin on it,
about.
I do the flesh side because that's the presentation side.
Sure.
So, you want to get that done first. But we've got our oil here.
Now, do you cook your salmon done?
I do whatever my customers prefer.
Okay.
And we're going to go ahead and drop that in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to just put a little salt and pepper just for a little seasoning. And I put the skin side down first, but that's all right. There we go. And what we're going to do is we're going to just let that go. As far as temperatures goes, recommended temperature on salmon is about 140, 145. I get a lot of people that want it a little less done in the restaurant, and we'll go to like 130. I try not to serve it rare, because some fish is good to serve rare, some isn't. I don't recommend serving salmon rare. Some people love it rare, but we usually go to a medium, about 135 degree internal temperature.
Yeah, it just depends on, your desired taste.
Yep. And so while we're cooking that, we're gonna go ahead and make our glaze. Now this here, I've already put it in the dish, but this is a hoisin sauce, which is a Chinese sauce. It's used in Chinese cooking quite a bit. It's kind of a sweet and salty kind of flavor to it, and we use that as the base for our glaze. And all we're gonna do with this is we're gonna use some sesame oil, and we're gonna add just a little bit, and it's about a 10-to-1 ratio. And then we're just gonna drop some, keeping an eye on this salmon here, we're gonna drop a few sesame seeds in there. And these are, we went ahead and toasted these off this morning. And then we're just gonna whip it all together so that sesame oil blends in there real nice.
And that sesame oil gives it a great flavor.
That sesame oil gives it a real nutty kind of flavor,
Sure does.
It's a really, really nice sauce, and it's just easy to make because it's only a 3-ingredient sauce. So, and we're gonna let the salmon go about 3 or 4 minutes on the first side, and then we'll flip it over.
Now this is just, of course, your most popular item on your menu, but you have specials.
We do. We run specials 7 days a week usually, and we'll do anything from a certain kind of pizza to a shrimp and grits. On Wednesday, we always do a surf and turf, which is a prime New York strip topped with the shrimp you saw earlier, grilled off shrimp, which is a very popular special that we have. So we do a bunch of different stuff. I mean, any time of the week you come in, you'll see a different special for dinner on the menu. So it's
very good.
It's nice because you get some different options, and our guests love it because they come in and they know they can get something different
And I
rather
love
than
your
the same thing
ribs.
from the menu.
I know I keep
The
talking
ribs-
about the ribs.
The ribs are very popular, and I'm going to
They're
go ahead
good.
and flip this guy around right quick. See if we can grab it here. It's got a nice gold color to it.
Terry, look at that.
And drop the heat down just a little bit, because now all we're doing now is we're not trying to get any more color, we're just trying to finish the fish. So we're gonna let it go about 3 or 4 minutes on this side. Just put a little bit more salt and pepper on it. And while we're doing that, we're gonna work on our side dishes. Let me wipe a little bit of sauce off
So
here.
I'm going to have a complete meal here.
We're gonna have a complete meal. We're just gonna do some asparagus. On the asparagus, let me go ahead and, here we go. Get this guy going, and we're just gonna put a little butter in this skillet for the asparagus. And we're gonna, on the asparagus, when you get asparagus, you got the white tips on the back, and you need to cut those off because those have kind of a bitter flavor to them.
Very
so
tough.
you usually go about 2 inches or so from the end and cut those off. And once this gets hot, we'll get that going. Now I'm gonna also, what we're gonna do is we're gonna lay the salmon on a bed of spinach.
Okay.
So we're gonna just take a little bit of olive oil, and the spinach isn't gonna take long at all. We'll get this one going here.
There you go.
And get that one on.
We've just about got all of our gas flames
We're
going, don't we?
running. We're definitely going.
Cooking with gas today. Oh, that
Bring
salmon
that
smells
down to a bit of a
wonderful.
simmer here. Okay, so we're just waiting for the butter to heat up in this one for the asparagus, and then the oil to heat up in this one. And while we're going to do the spinach, we're just going to wilt it a little bit. That's all we're going to do. Very simple.
And then you've got some rice.
I've got some rice. I've already heated the rice up. It's ready to go to finish the dish off with.
Okay.
So the salmon's starting to look really good here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull the salmon off the heat, and we're going to get some glaze on it. So we just take the glaze we made a few moments ago, and you want to be pretty generous with it and put a nice coating on it. It's a nice coating of the glaze.
There's that flavor.
Oh yeah, there we go. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the pan and we're going to put it in the oven.
Okay.
425 degrees, just for about 2-3 minutes.
Is that for the glaze?
We're going to
Okay.
crisp up the glaze a little
Okay,
bit. While we're
perfect.
doing that, we can do our side items. Of course, you can do any vegetable that you want with this. I like asparagus, a real nice presentation. Also love the flavor. You can do asparagus a couple of different ways. You can blanch them first to give them a little bit softer. I like a kind of a crispy asparagus, so I don't usually blanch them. I just saute them in a little butter, a little salt and pepper. And then we're going to take our spinach here, and we're just going to take a good handful, because spinach will shrink up on you big time.
It sure will.
So we're just going to throw that in there. And again, just a little salt and a little pepper. And you just want to stir these asparagus around a little bit so they get nice all the way around.
You're going to be changing up your menu, Terry.
We are going to be doing a menu change. We try to do it once a year. Of course, some of our more popular dishes will definitely stay on, like the salmon. But there's a few items that I like to change out every year, just to give our guests and our
Sure.
customers
Sure.
some different options, you know.
And you know what's wonderful, your location, we do need to let our viewers know you are right next to
We're
Lowe's.
right next to Dunkin' Donuts and Lowe's,
Lowe's,
and
on
across the
Airport.
street from Barnes & Noble's on Airport Boulevard. Yeah, we're less than a mile from the airport. We're very close to all the hospitals. We have a lot of
You
doctors and
are.
stuff that come in and stay in house.
And it's great because if anyone is out shopping, you can
Yep,
stop
right by
for
the mall.
dinner
Yep.
after you shop, or get an early start and have breakfast with you first and then go shopping.
Yep.
So
Talking about breakfast, we do breakfast 7 days a week, from 6 to 10 during the week, from 6:30 to 11 on the weekends. It's a full menu, a la carte service, but we also have a buffet. And the buffet is all of our cold items, our fruits, our yogurts, things like that, cereals, And then we also have a hot buffet for somebody that's in a rush, doesn't have time to sit and wait to order their food. That has scrambled eggs, hickory ham on it, sausage on it, Jimmy Dean sausage on it, and red breakfast potatoes. So it's $10.95, and you can order as much as you want for that price. So you can order 2 or 3 omelets if you're hungry, and you can eat it all. You know, you go right ahead. But it's probably one of the best deals in Pensacola as far as breakfast goes. And it's kind of a little secret because a lot of people, local people that I talk to, I'll walk in the grocery store after work and they'll ask me, "Are you a chef?" I say, "Yeah, where are you a chef at?" "Oh, I'm at the Hilton Garden Inn." "Oh, I didn't know you guys had a restaurant." We get it all the time because we're a hotel and people don't really expect us to have a restaurant.
That's right.
We'll take the spinach, it's nice and wilted. We're going to take it off the heat now. Got a little bit of brown on it.
You probably are the best kept secret.
That's what they say. We'd rather not be the best kept secret.
Well, that's why you're a guest on Coastal Cooking.
There you go.
We want all our viewers to come out.
Now we do. A lot of people don't realize that we do a huge amount of business in catering.
Yes, we do.
We probably do between 1,000 and 1,500 guests a month just in catering. Between meetings, weddings, we do a lot of weddings on the weekends, a lot of reunions, a lot of even high school reunions. We do just about all of Booker T. Washington's reunions, Washington High School's reunions from the 60s, the 70s. So we stay extremely busy in the catering department. That's definitely.
Well, you do a great job. I know that.
Keeps us going. Yep.
We might have to plate this.
We're going to plate it right now, and
can we take a commercial break?
We can.
Okay, let's take a commercial break, and we'll plate this during the break, and then come back because we've got to do our bruschetta.
We're going to do our bruschetta next.
Okay,
Absolutely.
all right.
Absolutely.
We'll be right back right after this.
Local home builders are seeing greater demand for natural gas. Here's what they have to say.
The comments that I've heard from the customers who've had the all-electric homes and moved to a natural gas home are the convenience and ease. Being able to turn their stove on and get that heating just right, and of course something like the tankless, which would give them the endless hot water. So there is a convenience level that comes with gas, and I think, I want to say comfort. There's a comfort level that comes from having natural gas in your home.
Pensacola Energy. Go blue and save green.
As promised, here is our crispy salmon.
Yep, and we're just going to finish it up right quickly. We've got some, I use Spanish rice on this, just a real colorful dish. Rice goes very well with fish as well. So we've put the rice down, the asparagus we grilled off earlier, and then the wilted spinach. And then we're just going to put the salmon right on top of that, just like this.
Oh, what a dish.
There we go. And then to finish it off, just some sesame seeds and chopped some green onion. Right on top of that. And there we go. This is our crispy salmon dish.
I love it. Before we get started, I want to introduce Alyssa Iorio. She is the sales coordinator at the Hilton Garden Inn and helps you out a lot.
She is. She's her and Amanda, our sales director, are the two people in charge of booking our banquets and getting all our catering functions and taking care of filling up rooms. So they've got their hands full, but they do a great job at it. They keep us busy for sure.
Good deal. Well, we're going to
Absolutely.
talk more with Alyssa after you start our bruschetta.
Yep. I'm going to get this stuff from the salmon out of the way real quick. And bruschetta is an antipasto appetizer hors d'oeuvre kind of thing. We serve it a lot. We don't serve it on our dinner menu or in the restaurant, but we do serve it a lot on banquets. People love it. It's a very easy dish to make at home. It's very tasty. It's got a lot of flavor to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it together for you and show you how to make it at home. And that way, when you have friends over or family over, you can impress them with a little flair. So I'm going to get started. We got some Labre French bread here, which is a real nice French bread. And we're just going to butter it a little, just like this. And we'll brush that in. You don't want too much butter, you just want to coat it. And what we're going to do is we're going to toast these off. So they've got a crunchy exterior, but they're still soft on the inside. So we're just going to lay these right here on this little pan, and we'll pop those in the oven.
Okay. Well, these
and while I'm doing that, you guys can talk a little bit if you like.
Yes, because gosh, Alyssa, you do so much in catering. Tell us about your venues.
Yeah, so we're super busy all the time. We're getting into that holiday season now. In our ballroom itself, we can host up to 250 guests. We do anything as far as business meetings, small business meetings, even in our boardroom, or we can do very large weddings and the ceremony as well as the reception. So our catering department has an incredible amount of decorations, 15 different colors to choose from, so there's a lot that we can do in just the space that we have here in the hotel.
It's really a turnkey operation, isn't it?
It really is. It really is. We've got some, our catering manager, Deborah Rose, and then our food and beverage director, Randy Lloyd. I mean, they do amazing stuff with the decorating. It's just phenomenal, some of the stuff they do.
Yes,
It's really
and
cool.
Alyssa, you tell me, gosh, you run the gamut from family reunions.
We do. The list goes on.
Weddings, business meetings, holiday parties, you name it.
Yeah, we do.
Let me interrupt real quick. That way we can get the bruschetta going. So bruschetta is very easy. It's you can make it different ways. You can add certain items to it, like onion and things like that. A basic bruschetta is diced tomato, fresh garlic, and fresh basil, olive oil, salt, and pepper. So I've already chopped everything up, and we're just going to combine it all. And while I'm doing that, you guys are more than welcome to talk
know
about all
what?
the catering stuff and the.
Before we do that, I
Yep.
need to give everyone our telephone number. If you would like copies of today's recipes, you can call Pensacola Energy at 436-5050, or you can visit our website at coastalcooking.com. So, Alyssa, tell us about your special brunches.
Yeah, so we have our Easters, Mother's Day, and Thanksgiving brunches where we can host anywhere from 300 to 600 guests all in our lobby area, our ballroom space. It's a large buffet with tons of different options. So it's a really, really great event that we have.
It is. And of course, your decorations are gorgeous for every season.
Oh, yes.
Every event, they do a great job.
They do, yeah. Our catering department, Deborah Rose, she goes all out. We really, really do a great job with the decorations for each holiday.
I bet you have so much fun.
It
Your
is. It's
job
a ton
has
of
to be
fun. It's a blast. It's a lot of fun.
And I know this guy enjoys his job.
Oh, yes.
I love it.
That's a good thing.
I absolutely love
Look
it.
at this bruschetta going together.
Oh, yes.
Tell everyone your website if they want more information about any of your events.
Sure. We're just located at Hilton Garden in Pensacola.com. You can see various pictures. Our venue space is on there as well. It goes over the pricing and everything. So there's a lot of information on there, but you can always give us a call.
Absolutely. And look at this.
Well, we've got
Chef.
this finished up.
right.
Basically, I stirred it all up, like I said. Now, in an optimal situation, you want to let it sit for an hour or two, just so all the flavors absorb together, and then drain some of the liquid off of it. We kind of didn't have time to do that on the show, and then you just put it on your toasted French bread. Finish it off with a little Parmesan cheese. You could put feta, whatever cheese you like, and there you have it. That's it.
Ready to go?
Ready to go.
Let's put it right up here with our other dishes. Well, this has been great. Can't wait to dig into all of this. And you all are the best kept secret in town.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But we
Thank you
want
very
that to
much.
change, don't we?
We do.
So we want all of our viewers to be sure and go out to the Hilton Garden Inn on Airport and visit Thierry and
Yep.
enjoy some of his delicious dishes and talk to Alyssa and have an event there. It's just a ton of fun because they do all the work, right?
Well, we couldn't do it without them.
It's a team effort.
It is.
Absolutely. It's a team effort.
Well, thank you all so much.
Thank you,
for being
Carmela.
our
It's great being
guests,
here
and
again.
we look forward to having you back.
Absolutely.
All
Anytime.
right.
All right.
And we hope you'll come back and join us again next Sunday for more Coastal Cooking.
This has been Coastal Cooking with your host, Carmela Campbell. Coastal Cooking is brought to you by Pensacola Energy, provider of clean, efficient natural gas. Join us each Sunday at 6 p.m. for more Coastal Cooking.